What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nap Family Race, and I am taking a page out of Kenny Wallace's book right now with this hair, my coffee cup. It is Saturday morning, race day. We're getting ready to get the car loaded up, get the rest of the stuff thrown into the bed of the truck. Still got to grab the jack, and I've got a couple of tools and batteries staged back here on the back deck of the new car. Check our gear bag 2-3 more times, make sure we've got everything, and we'll be on the road headed for Old Air Out. So I hope to see you guys there. Hoping for a good night, really just hoping to finish the race in a decent position. The only checkered flag we've seen all year is the one that we won and got thrown out. Other than that, we've either broke or got broke. So I'd prefer if we didn't spend part of our night in the infield, and definitely would prefer if we didn't spend our entire night parked next to the trailer. So with that, we'll just kind of keep moseying on through the day. I'll get you guys back out here when everything's loaded up. I'll get you guys back out when we're at the racetrack. And I don't know if I'm gonna have anybody there to film, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. Maybe they'll let me set this tripod up somewhere where I'll be able to see the track. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll get back with you guys when we get that car loaded up.
All right, everybody. We've missed a lot. It was kind of being a hurry up and get it going type day, but we're at the track. We unloaded. Transmission's leaking again. We'll see how that goes. We qualified 10th out of 18. We got hit in the right rear on our hot lap qualifying session. Somebody went up, got in the fence, and came back down, and we just had nowhere to go. Tried to throttle out underneath and just caught us in the rear wheel. Bent the rear trailing arm. We bent it back, and it pulled the bushing out of it. So there's some forward and backward play in it, but we're gonna see how this thing does with some rear steer, I guess. And we're just gonna go out there and give it everything it's worth and then some, and see where we end up. But starting 10th, don't know how many laps the feature is. It might say on this little thing. I'll leave it in the car. Yeah. 20 laps. So we've got 20 laps to get to the podium or top 5 or finish in one piece type situation. Either way, we'll figure it out. And I mean, well, it's gonna be fun either way. I mean, it stinks getting run into, but at least didn't end our night, because I didn't bring any spare tires. I just figured if we get a flat tire, load the thing up and haul it back to the house so I go hang out with my kid. So this is more of a shakedown and figure out stuff night. Well, it's supposed to be. Now it's gonna be we've got some work to do to it after, but we'll get it all figured out. We're having fun. We're at the racetrack. Got a hat from my buddy Leighton, and yeah, we've got no heat races. So straight hot lap qualifying to a feature. So we've got a little bit of downtime here. I need to pee. Might walk up and get something to eat. Who knows? But I don't have anybody here to record, so I'm relying on everybody else that's here to hopefully record, and I'll be able to ask them if they can send me their clips so I can splice a bunch of clips together and get you guys some kind of video. But we'll see. So wish me luck, and see you guys after the race. What's going on? Good morning. Let me adjust this a little bit. Looks like we're a little cockeyed. There it is. Perfect. Good morning. Little race recap for you guys. Sorry, that morning coffee is still kind of sitting in there. Qualified 10th, which is kind of what I expected. I have a plan every time I go out for hot lap qualifying, and I don't run hard. I don't care about qualifying on the pole. I don't know that we have a car to do it anyways. So I more so get out there and figure out what the track's doing. Figure out where the moisture's at, where the grip's at. We were the third class out in it, so went out there and, you know, just kind of slowly checked out what was happening up top, ran a couple of laps on the bottom. We got, I believe it's 3 laps, 4 if you count the in lap, so 3 at speed laps. So I ran probably a lap and a half, just kind of cruising the middle and the bottom, and then I was like, I don't know what got into me. I thought I had enough space between me and the 2 cars in front of me to where I was like, we could run a race pace lap real quick. So in 3 and 4, I was gonna 3 and 4 on the second lap. I jump up to the top. I go, hey, there's something up here, and I'm in it, and I close on those cars in front of me, and I hurry. I'm with them, like within, if I wanted to make a pass, I was within striking distance on the back stretch. I get ready to go up in high in 3 and 4 again, and I see the car in front of me chasing it around, and he's starting to move up. So I kind of whoa it back and then get in it, because I don't know when he's going to gather it up, but I'm going to go underneath him while he's out here figuring it up. Well, about the time I got right here, he figures it out and starts coming down. Now, in the race, do I lift for this? Probably not. He just gets a free ticket to the infield off my front bumper. But it's hot lap qualifying, so whoa, I jump way back out of it, kind of tuck in behind him, and I'm getting ready to go back to the top in 1 and 2 for this 3rd lap. This last lap, I'm just gonna run the rim, see what we got. And this is this is why I just kind of hang back and run moderate laps. I'd say that they're hard adjacent. They're hard enough to where I can shake the car down, and I'm actually putting load in the car in the corners, but I'm not out there for a hot lap qualifying. But I got a little wham bam 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 on those race pace lap
that I was trying to put in before I got. And so now I'm following this guy in, and he hasn't run the top in any of the laps that I've seen. He's been top adjacent, maybe like a lane below the top, but he hasn't been up where I was running. And so he does the same thing, but he drives it in to like the center of the corner, and I guess he's gonna just try to like drive it up and arc it. Well, I'm up, I'm entering higher than he is, so I haven't even really turned in for the corner by the time that he gets to the center of the corner. I start turning in, and I see about right here off my bow, so if I'm in the car right here, I see that his car is not going to turn because I'm up like this and I'm coming down, and then right here is like the center of the corner, and I see that his car is not going to turn, and I've got nowhere to go where I'm at right now. So I put the wheel in the left side pocket. I mean, I bring that thing from the balcony to the basement. We're all the way down on the bottom, and as we're coming down, I see him hit the wall. He hits the wall with the right front, and it shoots the car up, nose up like this. Some fluid jug is flying out of the top, water spraying, and I know that I've got to get out of here because this is happening like at my post, at my front post. And so I'm wheeling the pocket and trying to get out of Dodge, and we just didn't make it. He come down, clobbered us right in the right rear. I'm like this, and now the car is like this. So and we've got cars behind us, so I'm doing everything I can to tango, salsa, Macarena. I'm doing every dance I can with that wheel to make sure that we don't end up wadded up with somebody behind us. So I get the thing kind of healed up and was able to hold it down on the bottom, not come back up into anybody or anything like that. And we're back in the gas, and I can feel that it's a little floaty in the back end. And I go, well, we hurt something. I don't know what it is, but we hurt something. I thought that it folded that tire or broke the rim. I knew something was just going to end our night right there. And so we come around, it just feels like loose, like I'm driving a forklift almost. It's just all steering with the rear of the car. The rear of the car just feels like it's all over the place. I can't keep it under me. So we get that thing turned down, and as soon as we get it into the infield, it just shuts off. Or nothing. So four-wheeler pushed us across the scales. We had a bent rear trailing arm and rim. Well, the rim, just the bead kind of got flattened over. So we end up starting 10th in the feature. We get the trailing arm bent out, the bushings pulled out, and there's just like 3/4 of an inch of rear steer now in that tire. But we decide we're gonna run it, and we start 10th, lap 3, 4, 2, 6, somewhere in that first couple of laps. Car loses it in front of us, and I just didn't have anywhere to go, so I kind of turned into it and got him with the bumper, thankfully, and you know, got back to racing. Didn't go yellow. I was on the binders pretty good to not just clean them out. I don't know. The car that it was, we've had troubles with, and we're not the only ones that's had similar troubles with this guy. So part of me is like, man, we might have should have just throttled up and fed him to a tractor tire, but it's not the way that I would hope somebody would race me, so it's not the way that I'm going to race somebody else. Up until about lap 15 of 20, pretty uneventful. Just kind of riding around, making a couple passes. I think at this point we're up to 7th, 8th, right around there from 10th. And everybody has kind of moved down. Like at the start of the race, everybody was kind of up top a little bit more. Of course, you had your little bottom feeders down there still, and we were running kind of like a high middle line sometimes, but halfway, 3/4 through the race, everybody moved down. Well, I wasn't making any hay down trying to follow these guys around. So I put the Joker on the cushion, and we had something there. And about the time that we had something, a car in front of us, boom, blew up right on our nose. Fluid hitting the visor, couldn't see anything. There's just a wall of white smoke. Caution came out. I'm trying to get out from behind this. There's fluid all on the track. Fluid's hitting me in the visor. I'm wiping it. I can't see out of my visor now, so I pop it up. My face was sticky after the race from getting antifreeze. Now I know it's antifreeze, but I had antifreeze stickiness all over my face, and I hadn't seen the helmet since I put it in the bag. I'd like to see it in the daytime, because I bet you that Joker is gross. Race control said for that person to get off the track. There's some kind of miscommunication, so when they say for him to get off the track, I drove around him. And then he drove back around me, still blown up. He said that his temp gauge wasn't working. And so I tried to pull up alongside of him and kind of get his attention and be like, off the track, but he couldn't see me. So we're just like, you know what? I guess this is what we're gonna do. So we lined up behind him, which was my mistake, but he was on the outside and I didn't want to be on the bottom. So I figured that thing's probably not gonna have a lot of power. When this thing goes green, we're just gonna put it on the roof and go up and around him. Didn't quite work out that way. It was still decently powered for the next couple of laps. And just when he would burp the throttle and then get back in it to go, like to enter a corner, it was just a white smoke screen, and I couldn't see where the corner started. I couldn't see where the wall was. I couldn't see if his car had just completely stopped in the middle of the corner. So I was laying back a lot, just to keep us as safe and as one piece as possible. But it ended up biting the bullet at the white flag, and we were able to get up and around him coming to the checkered flag. So I think we came home 6th, 5th, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm not really sure. The race pass is not updated or currently accurate, and there was some DQs. I know that we got paid for 6th, so I'm saying we got 6th. I felt like, I guess not. I thought we were closer to that 5th, 4th, but I also couldn't see for like the last 7 laps, so I really don't know how many cars were in front of us. But all in all, it was a fun night. We had fun. We got to see a checkered flag. We've got some damage, but it's fairly minimal, and it was fun. I had a great time. I hate that I didn't have somebody there to video. I've seen a couple videos circulating, so I'm gonna get a hold of some people and maybe put out just a little clipped video of anything I can find with us in it. So, but I've got to go get some stuff done and get some food. So, until next time, we'll be seeing you.